The elders had warned them. For millennia, they had watched the tiny blue planet and whispered in tones meant to chill the spine. Humans are chaotic, reckless, dangerous in ways you cannot comprehend. Their words, ancient and heavy, fell on ears that laughed. Younger species, arrogant and untested, scoffed at the warning. Overgrown apes with flimsy weapons, they mocked. We could erase them with a flick of our shields. They had no idea. On Earth, humans were watching. They always were. Humans had a history of being underestimated, of being written off as primitive, expendable, irrelevant. Every time an empire had dismissed them, every time a fleet had come to erase them from the stars, humanity had responded in ways that were brutal, terrifying, genius. Admiral Marcus Valens stood on the bridge of the Resolute, his hands resting on the cold steel console as the alien armada approached. 10 minutes. 10 minutes before orbital bombardment, before fire rained down on cities and millions died. 10 minutes to turn fear into advantage. "Sir," a young officer stammered, eyes wide as the alien fleet shimmered on the projection. They're preparing to strike. Full-scale assault. This is..." Marcus cut her off with a grin sharp as a scalpel. "This is exactly how long it takes to make them regret underestimating us. 10 minutes, Lieutenant. That's all we need." He didn't speak of panic or desperation. Those were human weaknesses, sure, but also human tools. He spoke of opportunity. Humanity thrived in impossible situations, in chaos, in the moments when others would have crumbled. The alien dreadnoughts loomed in orbit, sleek and silent, each one a monument to the arrogance of civilizations that had forgotten how to fear. And Marcus? He was about to remind them. Because humans didn't just survive. Humans adapted. Humans struck. And humans, always had a trick no one saw coming. The alien ships descended like predators, slicing through Earth's atmosphere with precision and menace. Their weapons hummed, energy shields glowing, ready to turn cities into ash before anyone had time to scream. The galaxy had expected humans to panic. To fall. To beg. They were wrong. Marcus watched as the first salvo of plasma streaked toward the planet. A flick of his wrist, a few commands typed, and humanity's answer unfolded. Satellites, once mere observers in orbit, transformed into surgical instruments of destruction. Nanite swarms, tiny and invisible, corroded hull plating with surgical precision. Automated interceptors swooped down from orbit, plasma cannons blazing, tearing apart alien wings before they could respond. "Impossible," hissed an alien admiral, their voice hacked and broadcast for all to hear. "They predicted everything. They knew before we moved." Marcus leaned back in his chair, a grin curling at the corners of his mouth. "And you thought we were primitive," he murmured. On the ground, humans moved like a single organism. Engineers, civilians, veterans, everyone had a role. Skyscrapers became firing platforms. Roads were lined with electromagnetic traps that turned alien landers into flaming wrecks. Every human was a tactician, every street a battlefield, every corner a death trap designed by minds who had nothing left to lose. Then came the boldest move yet, a squadron of human fighters, too few to be noticed, streaked toward the alien command vessels. They rammed, not recklessly, but with intent, hulls coated in reactive explosives detonated on impact, collapsing entire sections of the armada into the atmosphere. The galaxy had expected humans to flee. Instead, they charged, and the heavens burned. "Sir," the lieutenant whispered, eyes wide with awe and terror. They're falling apart. We're actually doing it." Marcus's grin sharpened. "We're not just fighting. We're reminding them what humans do when cornered. They think they're gods. Let's show them chaos is human." And chaos, Marcus knew, was only the beginning. Just when the aliens believed they had cornered humanity, Earth revealed its deadliest secret. Deep beneath the surface, hidden for decades, massive subterranean installations awakened. The elders had mocked human technology as primitive. They had no idea that humans had been preparing in silence, biding their time, perfecting weapons of a scale that made entire fleets reconsider their arrogance. The first strike was invisible. A global EMP pulse surged through space, knocking out alien shields in a heartbeat. Panic erupted across the Armada as massive ships drifted powerless, their energy cores flickering. Humanity didn't pause to celebrate, they had more to unleash. Orbital mines detonated in precise sequences, sending shockwaves through the alien formations, tearing dreadnoughts apart like paper. It wasn't chaos. It was orchestrated genius. Every detonation, every swarm, every maneuver was calculated to maximize effect and minimize collateral damage. The humans had predicted alien tactics down to the millisecond, and now the predators of the galaxy were helpless. Then came the final humiliation. Humans broadcast the Elders' private warnings across every communication channel in the alien fleet. The words scrolled in stark, deliberate simplicity: "You were warned. You ignored us. Now, face the consequences." The alien commanders' faces twisted in disbelief. Their fleets crumbled, ships burning and disintegrating, debris raining like deadly fireworks into orbit. Those who tried to flee found themselves ensnared in electromagnetic nets, trapped and helpless. Some surrendered outright, unable to comprehend the speed, precision, and ruthlessness of their supposed inferiors. Marcus watched it all unfold, his hands steepled on the command console. "They wanted to play gods," he muttered softly. "And we reminded them that humans are made in fire." On the streets below, civilians cheered, engineers recalibrated weapons, pilots prepped for more strikes. Humanity had turned fear into power, underestimation into victory. The galaxy would not forget this lesson. The Elders would not forget. And yet, Marcus knew the war was far from over. But for the first time, the universe had glimpsed something terrifying. When humans fought, they didn't just survive. They adapted. They outsmarted. They struck in ways no one could anticipate, and they never, ever forgave. Silence fell over the battlefield. The alien armada, once a storm of death, was reduced to burning wreckage drifting in orbit. Earth was scarred, cities smoldering, oceans steaming, yet humanity stood unbroken. The Elders, humbled and terrified, opened communication channels. Their voices trembled, betraying centuries of pride. "We underestimated you," one admitted, every syllable heavy with shame. "We were wrong." Marcus leaned forward, eyes cold and unwavering. Underestimation is the deadliest mistake you can make. Humans don't seek war, unless war finds us. And when it does, we do not forgive. We do not forget. We adapt. We strike. Across the globe, humans began salvaging alien tech, integrating it into their defenses. They were careful. The galaxy had now seen a glimpse of human potential, but not the full measure. Let them fear, but let them not forget, humanity was unpredictable. Dangerous. Brilliant. Marcus looked at his crew, battle-worn, scarred, but alive. We survived because we are more than they see. Chaos, brilliance, stubbornness, all in one package. Let them tell the stories. Let them fear us. Because we are human. And human is unstoppable. In the void above, the stars seemed to shiver at Earth's fury. The Elders had warned. The younger empires had laughed. Humanity had answered with fire, precision, and genius. And in that moment, the galaxy learned a truth it could no longer ignore: humans were not just another species to conquer or mock. They were a force. Unpredictable. Relentless. And terrifyingly human. And somewhere deep inside Marcus, a cold, quiet satisfaction settled. This was just the beginning. The galaxy had been warned, and humanity had made sure it remembered.